We have a lot of people that, of course, are autistic, actually autistic, to listen to our show, which makes sense.
Yeah, most of them.
It checks out.
80% of them.
It checks out. So I want to introduce you to Paige Lay. She is here to tell you why it's harder to be autistic if you're a girl.
Everything is, harder for a woman.
So, and we've covered actual autistic people on the show. One of our favorite people in the world is Thomas Murphy, and he's autistic.
Yeah, and he's the best.
And he is the best, and he works really hard to be a better person. Well, Mike, you ready to get schooled? Because you don't know how hard it is.
Yeah, sure.
Here we go.
Autism and Girls, Part 1. When doctors were studying autism, they only studied males. This makes it harder for anyone else to be diagnosed because everything is based off the male brain.
That's false, by the way. I looked that up. That's not true.
This sucks. Girls usually end up showing different traits than guys do, which is why it can take us years to get diagnosed. I was 15 when I got diagnosed, and that's considered early for a girl. I have a guy friend who's autistic, and he was 2 when he got diagnosed.
Yes, because you seem to be fully functioning, and your guy friend might have been nonverbal, might have been had actual non. What it is, what's happening now is it's hip. It's hip to say, girls specifically, "Oh my God, I'm so autistic."
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm just like so autistic. You wouldn't even understand how autistic I am.
It's women. Women are the only ones that jump on like a thing that's wrong with people, like it's a trend. Like that's women do that. Women are always like, "Oh my God, I'm so bipolar and OCD and autistic," and God, they can't help themselves. They have to be victims. They can't. They have to be.
Is there anything so far? Is she doing anything that would make you think this person's, forget autistic, even on the spectrum in any way?
No.
A main reason as to why girls are so late to get diagnosed is because we are particularly good at one thing that guys are not so good at when it
Lying,
making everything about you, whining.
We could go the whole show on this.
What are men better at? I don't know. Science, engineering, math, sports, warfare.
guys are not.
Wait, I wasn't done, Royce.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Law
I apologize.
enforcement.
Go ahead.
Being firefighters, building things, leading teams of people.
One more. You got one more. I'm going to give you one more. Not that I disagree with you, but it'll be the whole show. It'll be the whole show.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Going to the moon.
That one thing that guys are not so good at when it comes to autism. And this is something we call masking.
Lying.
Masking is basically just being like a really good actor.
No, it's lying.
It's called lying.
It's lying.
It's lying. So you think that...
This girl's not autistic.
Of course
this
she's
girl,
not.
By the way, this girl's not even mildly autistic.
No.
You know what I mean? Holy shit.
It's where you take traits that everyone else is showing and start portraying them as yourself.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
women do. You're fucking literally... I love that she's pointing out that women are fucking liars. That's what they do. Yeah, they take things that other people have and make it about them, even though they don't have the thing. It's pretty cool.
Portraying them as yourself. It's like a lot of copying going on. But in your mind, you don't think you're copying. You think that this is normal and everyone feels the same way that you do. You basically feel like an alien and you're really good at hiding that.
Ugh, I hate
We've
this.
watched so many...
I hate this chick so much.
We've watched so many Thomas Murphy videos of someone who is legitimately autistic, who you could see is trying with every fiber of his being to be better.
Mm-hmm.
He wishes he could mask. He wishes he could fit in. He doesn't want to lose his job. He doesn't want to get written up. He doesn't want to go to anger management, but he realizes I'm not right and I need to be better and I want to be better.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this hoe who comes out here who's totally normal, who doesn't have autism, absolutely doesn't have autism.
But Roy, she needs attention.
That's not autism.
You don't get it.
No, Mike. I think that I get it.
Can I just be honest? Like we play a lot of people like that are hateable on the show. This chick is fucking hateable on a level that I can't even fucking put into words.
Oh, we haven't even got to the... Oh, no. You're mad now? You don't even know. This is the first... Wait to see the part 2 of the video.
which is why I don't seem autistic. Autism and Girls Part 2.
Because you're part 2. Here's where it gets hot.
This one's kind of about autism in general, but I feel like a lot of them are. But a lot of it is just like my opinion because I am a girl. Get high functioning and low functioning out of your vocabulary. It doesn't help anybody.
It does. It helps parents understand. And I've gotten messages about this, Rick. I talked about her a little bit on Daywave today. I've had 3 or 4 parents send me messages go, no. High functioning, low functioning is very important in the autistic community because you want to understand if you're somebody who's on the spectrum, high functioning like a Thomas Murphy, or low functioning, like as I call them, quarterback kids, like Dan Marino or Doug Flutie's kids who are low functioning.
Yeah, Royce, clearly you don't get it, okay? And this girl's trying to explain it to us. And you're mansplaining right now.
All right, well, let's continue.
Me,
And it's what it always is, right?
Fucking bitch, man.
sexy me.
It's what it always is.
I know you might think that like saying like, oh, you're high functioning is a compliment. It's not a compliment. It's actually like a reminder that I'm just masking, and it's so hard.
People that
It's
actually
so hard for me.
people that actually
It's
have
so
autism
hard.
can't mask it.
It's so hard for me to mask my debilitating autism.
Masking is the most exhausting thing in the world. It's
no.
No, you know what's exhausting? Being a coal miner or like being a U.S. Marine and having to run and do PT at 4 a.m. every day. That's exhausting.
You know what's one of the most exhausting things in the world? Not masking, because you're perfectly fine. Being the parent of an autistic child who cannot communicate, and all you want to do is make them feel better, and you can't. You can't talk to them. You don't know how to. You don't know how to communicate because you love your children, right? You love your child. That's exhausting. Being somebody who can't go to work and has to stay home with their autistic child because they're not trying to be mean, but they're just screaming and throwing a fit. Sensory overloads. They have to walk around with noise-canceling headphones. Traveling for them is a nightmare. That's exhausting. You're making TikTok videos! Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I know.
Can we let Paige finish her harrowing tale of survival, please? Thank you.
Sorry.
so hard. Masking is the most exhausting thing in the world. It's my New Year's resolution, actually, to not mask.
You're a sociopath is what you are.
Cannot-
The only thing you're masking, you cunt, is your sociopathic tendencies and your cluster B personality disorder.
Borderline, baby.
What a fucking cunt. This chick's a fucking cunt.
It means showing my autistic traits and not, you know, pretending like I'm someone I'm not and just being more myself.
But, okay, so if you're not masking in this video, then you're absolutely not autistic. You're just normal functioning person.
High functioning is basically a label that you can use to be like, oh, your autism doesn't affect me that much. But I'll tell you, everyone you think is high functioning is greatly affected by their autism.
So she's talking.
This fucking bitch.
She's talking for everybody that has autism now. Everybody.
Autism's already hard. Masking is harder. It's just like a little microaggression that is really,
Microaggression, right?
Hey, you know what I've never heard Thomas Murphy say? Who has autism? You know what I've never heard him say?
And I don't like when people commit microaggressions. Yes. Mm-hmm. Comment down below if that's true, if that's a microaggression.
The reason that your friend who's a guy was diagnosed at 2 and you were diagnosed at 15 is because you kept saying, no, I'm totally autistic. I'm autistic. I'm totally autistic. Mom, tell him I'm autistic. Mom, tell him I'm autistic. Mom, tell him I'm autistic.
All right, you're autistic. She's autistic.
Yes.
I win again.
that is really, it sucks, okay? There's no such thing as high functioning and low functioning.
Yes, there is. The CDC recognizes it. I looked it up. The CDC recognizes those terms.
We're all just autistic. Common traits for girls that have autism.
Here's some common traits for girls that have autism. You ready?
Cool.
Now, a lot of the following pertain to me. A lot of them also don't pertain to me, okay? And this is totally broad because everyone's different, okay? Remember that. A lot of people, when they think of autism, think of like less social, not super good in social situations.
That is the actual definition of autism. She's not wrong. Autism is very difficult communicating, having trouble in social situations, having trouble expressing yourself. That's the definition of autism. That is the medically accepted definition. Check this out.
In a lot of girls, and why it's so hard for us to get diagnosed, it's the complete opposite. I am overly social. I give way too much eye contact. I'm really good in social situations.
Because you're not autistic.
You're not autistic.
Because you're not autistic.
Then you're not autistic.
No matter how bad you want to be, because you want to be a victim, you're not autistic.
You don't.
Why are white women like this?
You don't meet any of the criteria to be autistic. If you have great eye contact and you're fine in social situations, then you don't have autism. You're just a person.
Why are white women like this?
Will Miller says she's literally describing the opposite of autism.
Why are white women like this?
Heather Green says, "I know I'm Asperger's because it took until I was 10 to find out my issues. My teacher, who's a number I still haven't communicate with her, was the first to notice I checked all the boxes."
Eye contact. I'm really good in social situations. It's also very common for girls with autism to have other mental disabilities or mental disorders as well. I have 7. Yum.
Oh, of course you do, because you're special. You're a victim. You're special because you can't go to sleep at night knowing that you're just unremarkable and that all you are is a fucking pretty white girl that people can use as a fleshlight. You know, that's not enough for you. You have to be special. You have to be afflicted by something because everyone's a victim nowadays. Royce, I'm going to ask this one more fucking time. Somebody needs to answer this for me. Why the fuck are white women like this?
I'll answer honestly. Because society allows them to be. Not only allows them to be, praises them for being it. This wasn't shared ironically. This was actually shared by somebody saying, "Man, look at this empowered woman. We are empowering them, and especially white women that are pretty are going to get away with way more." You know what it is to say you have 7 mental disorders and then say yummy at the end? Look, imagine saying like,
I mean, she's definitely got one mental disorder. She's definitely a sociopath.
Imagine you're a doctor saying, you know, you bring your kid in who's having problems to communicate, 2-3 years old, and the doctor goes in, "Oh my God, your kid has like autism and 7 other disorders. Yummy." You'd punch the doctor in the face, right? Like there would be no like, did you just say yummy?
Yeah, it's like my kid's got a problem
did
here.
you just say
I just
yummy?
want him to do good in school. Like, what the fuck?
Mental disorders as well. I have 7. Yummy. Yummy. And one of the main ones is OCD. All of these mental illnesses stem from having autism, but OCD, anxiety, and depression are very, very common.
I have anxiety and depression, and I'm not autistic.
Bitch, I got depression.
Shout out to mental illness.
Especially in girls. Just the feeling that the world needs rules for you to understand it.
A lot of people feel the world needs rules. It's called living in, and I don't mean to Joker post here, it's called living in a society.
Yeah.
We understand that. We understand that you need structure in your life. Understanding you need structure in your life does not make you autistic. It makes you a person, or possibly Bane.
This chick's unbearable, man. Like I don't know how I'm gonna get through this.
That's why a lot of autism special interests include things like anatomy, the human body, psychology, just figuring out how the world works.
So everybody who's into biology or psychiatry, they're all autistic? All of them?
Mm-hmm.
All of them?
Yes.
Everybody. Oh.
She's awful. This woman's awful, right? Like,
It's our way to figure out how to live in it.
Our way to figure out how to live in it. Our way to figure out how to live in it.
like, you know what the worst part is? That she's pretty, so like she's never gonna have to deal with any real problems.
No,
ever.
of course not.
And people are always gonna just take her bullshit at face value because there's always gonna be some guy trying to fuck her. That's it.
Narcissism, man. Fucking narcissism. The fact that they need to be everything. It's what it is. They need to be everything. Joseph Newton, $30. Wow, $30. You guys are the best. You're the best, man. $30. Thank you. Semper Reloaded. Fuck this whore right in every hole she has. I hope she gets
Well, I mean, I would.
I hope she gets her turtleneck snagged on something and nature takes its course. I hate her with the fury of 1,000 suns. Mexi Max and Cheese. She got something wrong. Yeah, she's retarded. Just look at her. I bet she's an introvert, too. Captain Henchman, $5. Good evening, gentlemen. I've been in a coma since September 10th, 2001. Please tell me the American Constitution is alive and well and being upheld.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Should I tell him? I don't want to tell. I don't have the heart to tell him.
Hey, man, you want to sit down?
I don't have the heart to tell him.
Are you not driving, right?
Oh, no.
It's important if you're not driving, okay? Arnold Nicotina, guys, instead of worrying about why they're like us, focus on how we can stop it. Solution? Beatings. Maxi Max and Cheese, can we convince white women that knowing how to cook is some kind of disability?
That's really funny, actually.
That's fucking amazing. Oh my God, I'm diagnosed as knowing how to cook.
Oh my God, I made so many. I baked yesterday and I made pancakes and breakfast for everyone. I'm so fucked up.
Fucking great light, Maxi Max. Great